Roughly half of marriages end in divorce, but how many result in affairs? Well, if you're famous, fans will take everything from eye contact to sharing mutual friends as a sign that you're cheating. Glen Powell and Sweeney first sparked rumors they were dating in early 2023 when they posted several pictures together while filming Anyone But You, and when Powell and ex-girlfriend Gigi Paris split, and word started going around that Sweeney had also ended her engagement, talk of their romance only increased. Leading up to the film's release, Powell and Sweeney exchanged even more suggestive pictures and had several more flirty exchanges online. They were even spotted on what looked like a romantic trip to the beach together. When Powell shared his Men's Health cover on Instagram in November 2023, Sweeney teased him with the comment, "Just heating up everybody's winter, huh?" Powell later revealed to the New York Times that the rumors helped promote the film, saying, "The two things that you have to sell a rom-com are fun and chemistry. Sydney and I have a ton of fun together, and we have a ton of effortless chemistry. That's people wanting what's on the screen off the screen, and sometimes you just have to lean into it a bit, and it worked wonderfully. Sydney is very smart." Well, the film reportedly made $200 million worldwide by February 2024, so if it was all a marketing tactic, it's safe to say it worked. Rumors about a Jennifer Aniston-Barack Obama relationship began when In Touch Weekly published an article about an alleged affair in August 2024. A few months later, the Friends star denied those claims in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel. She quickly made her feelings on the rumors clear and joked that hearing it was something of a pleasant surprise compared to other things celebrities hear about themselves in the media.
And then it's that.
Yeah. Does your publicist ever go like...
Aniston further clarified that she had only crossed paths with the former president once, and she was more acquainted with former First Lady Michelle Obama. The rumors resurfaced in January 2025 when Michelle didn't attend Jimmy Carter's funeral or President Donald Trump's inauguration. Word on the street was that the Obamas were headed for a divorce, and former The View host Meghan McCain further fueled the allegations on the podcast Somebody's Gotta Win with Tara Palmieri. The pair discussed how even renowned journalists were starting to allege that Michelle and Barack were separated, though Variety reports that none of those rumors are true. A source from Aniston's circle even told the outlet the cheating rumors were beyond absurd. And judging by the Obamas' social media, everything is still right in paradise. On Valentine's Day 2025, the couple gushed over each other as usual, putting any claims of being separated to rest. In September 2023, Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness announced the end of their nearly 30-year marriage. In a joint statement to People, they said, "We have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together as husband and wife in a wonderful, loving marriage. Our journey now is shifting, and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth." A little over a year later, Jackman's The Music Man co-star Sutton Foster also filed for divorce from her husband, Ted Griffin, and rumors started swirling around that she and Jackman had started dating while they were both still married. Jackman started receiving some backlash for his quick rebound, and his and Sutton's behavior in the following months didn't help their case. In January 2025, Jackman attended Foster's performance of Once Upon a Mattress at a Los Angeles theater. That same month, they were seen holding hands during a dinner date. A few days later, an old social media post of Jackman's resurfaced that fueled the cheating allegations even more. Jackman had captioned a photo of himself eyeing a plate of cookies. To cheat or not to cheat? That is the question. We'll never know whether he was referring to the cookies or something more sinister, but it definitely inspired some people to believe the affair rumors. While Donald Trump was still campaigning for his first term in 2016, a rumor that he'd had an affair with talk show host Tamron Hall started going around. Supposedly, Hall and Trump were involved in 2012, and Hall ultimately got pregnant and had an abortion. Hall's employer, NBC, allegedly knew about the relationship and even had a team of reporters confirm it after an investigation, according to former Gawker reporter J.K. Trotter. In March 2016, Gawker leaked 3 audio files allegedly from Trump's voicemail inbox. In one of the recordings, someone referring to themselves as T. Hall said they'd taken Trump's suggestion and had a meeting with someone named Matt. After stating they were happy with the results, they noted, "I celebrated by going to Gucci, and I'm going to use your discount because there's a green dress that's like $3,000, and I need a discount bigger than my discount." While we don't know the exact timeline of the alleged relationship, Hall was reportedly in a relationship with fellow on-air personality Lawrence O'Donnell as of February 2012. And while her 2017 exit from NBC supposedly came about because the network had given Megyn Kelly her time slot, it was rumored that the unconfirmed affair also had something to do with it. In May 2023, Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce from Kevin Costner after 18 years of marriage. Following the couple's split, a rumor came out that Costner had had an affair while filming Yellowstone and may have even gotten someone pregnant. While sources in Costner's circle vehemently denied the claims to TMZ, People reports Costner was accused of infidelity during a child support lawsuit. Baumgartner's team reportedly asked for details of any money Costner may have spent on relationships outside of his marriage, a request Costner's attorneys insisted was just meant to harass him.
It's a horrible place to be, but this is where we're at.
The duo finally arrived at a divorce settlement in February 2024, and TMZ reported Baumgartner was awarded $63,000 per month in child support. For her part, Baumgartner is now engaged to executive Josh Connor. In September 2011, Mad Men actor January Jones's son, Xander Dane Jones, was born. Through the years, January has raised Xander as a single mom, and she's kept quiet about who his father is. That's not to say Xander doesn't have father figures in his life. In a 2017 conversation with Red, Jones revealed that while Xander was growing up around many strong women, she noted, "Xander has a lot of bro time with the neighbor dads and my dad, who is super young. But knowing Xander has a lot of male role models in his life hasn't stopped fans from speculating about who his biological dad is." And one of the names that often comes up in that conversation is celebrity chef Bobby Flay. And those rumors didn't spring out of nowhere. In 2015, Flay divorced his third wife, actor Stephanie March, and a whole string of Flay's extramarital affairs came out in the process. An anonymous source reportedly told the New York Daily News that March even questioned Flay's past relationship with Jones and claimed she outright asked if they'd slept together. Neither Flay nor Jones have confirmed these allegations, but that hasn't stopped fans from speculating for a second. As one admirer wrote on X, "I am a Bobby Flay is January Jones's baby daddy truther." Flay may have denied everything, but he's definitely shared some unique experiences with Jones. He was there when Jones' car veered off the road and crashed into two parked cars back in 2010. In March 2019, reports surfaced that Kate Middleton and Rose Hanbury, the Marchioness of Chumley, had fallen out. Sources close to Hanbury told The Sun in a now-deleted article they used to be close, but that is not the case anymore. The following month, rumors about a secret affair between Prince William and Hanbury began to spread. After multiple publications reported on the supposed affair, Prince William allegedly had his lawyers try to silence the press completely. Despite all these rumors, Hanbury continued to appear at royal events. In March 2022, she showed up to Prince Philip's memorial service, and months later, she was a guest at Queen Elizabeth's funeral. Her son was even a page of honor at King Charles' coronation in May 2023. Still, rumors of the affair never died down. In 2024, the royals suffered yet another blow when Stephen Colbert commented on the allegations on his show.
"Knock, knock, who's there? Oh, it's my illegitimate son. I've knocked up my mistress."
Afterward, In Touch Weekly reports that Colbert's team received a letter from Hanbury's lawyer dismissing the claims. So, whether or not there is any truth to these rumors, it looks like both William and Rose are prepared to keep denying them for as long as they need to. Long before Will Smith got caught up in controversy after his behavior at the Oscars in 2022, rumors involving him and a much younger actress made the rounds in the tabloids. In 2013, Star magazine leaked some risque photo booth shots of Smith and Margot. As the duo flashed smiles and peace signs and even pulled up their shirts, Smith kept Robbie in a tight hug. Radar Online alleged that they were alone on the set of their film Focus when they took the photos, and they reportedly went back to Smith's trailer after snapping the pics. An insider told the outlet there was no one else in the cast or crew in the general area during that time. It is just ludicrous for Will or Margot to try to play it off like it wasn't a big deal. It's highly inappropriate for a married man in his mid-40s to strip down with a young, sexy woman who is half his age. The images naturally stirred up some affair rumors. At the time, Smith had been married to Jada Pinkett for 16 years, but he and Robbie have starred in several films together. For her part, Robbie was quick to dismiss those claims on X, writing, "Been working nonstop, just catching my breath." There's absolutely no truth to the ridiculous rumor. It's disappointing that goofing around on set could be taken so out of context. Khloe Kardashian was born on June 27, 1984, to Robert Kardashian and Kris Jenner. At the time, Kris and Robert had been married for 6 years, and they stayed together until 1991, when she left Robert for the ex-Olympian, then known as Bruce Jenner. In 1995, Robert received some notoriety while he was serving as O.J. Simpson's lawyer during his murder trial. As a result, the friendship between the Kardashians and the Simpsons came to light. Over the years, the public has speculated that Simpson is actually Khloe's biological father, though both Kris and Simpson have denied these claims. On season 17 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kris expressed her resentment for the rumors after her daughter showed her an article that alluded to the affair.
It's really kind of pathetic that when rumors get started, the media gives it life and breath.
Before his passing, Simpson also addressed the allegations on X. In a June 2019 post, he insisted that he and Kris were never involved, and that Kris and Rob were very happy together when they were married.
Never in any way, shape, or form had I ever had any interest in Kris, romantically or sexually.
Drake released the award-winning song In My Feelings in 2018, and the track caused quite a stir online. The song features lyrics where Drake pines over a woman named Kiki, and internet sleuths did their best to figure out who that might be. There were several possibilities, including actor Keke Palmer and Drake's ex-girlfriend, singer Keisha Shantae, but the most common theory may have been Kim Kardashian, mainly due to the fact that she once tweeted, "I was thinking Khloe and I have our nicknames, Kiki and Coco, but Kourt doesn't have one. What should hers be?" In response to the rumors, Kim made it clear that she and Drake were never involved in a comment on Instagram. Kim was married to Kanye West at the time, and when she filed for divorce years later, she actually blamed her ex for starting a rumor.
He was the one that started a rumor that said I was hooking up with Drake, having an affair. Our whole marriage, she accused me of that publicly.
When Wicked actor Cynthia Erivo met Lena Waithe at the Met Gala in 2018, their chemistry was undeniable. Days after crossing paths, Erivo took to Instagram to gush over the writer, actor, producer, writing, "I finally found my sis. Lena, you are absolutely everything. You are perfection. What a meeting of minds. Glad to have you in my life." Since then, the duo has kept the nature of their relationship largely under wraps, but several mushy posts on social media led fans to believe they're together. And if that's the case, the timeline of their relationship is a bit sketchy. Erivo and Waithe attended their first major event together, the NAACP Image Awards, in March 2019. Waithe and her ex-wife, Alana Mayo, tied the knot in late 2019, and they announced their separation in January 2020 after only 2 months of marriage. Notably, a source also told gossip blog lovebscott.com that Waithe continued buying expensive gifts for other women during that time. Although fans speculate that Erivo may have been the reason Waithe and Mayo finally split up, neither of them have addressed these claims. Even so, Waithe did praise the way Erivo handled mixed attention from the media while speaking with Variety in January 2020.
People have opinions and,
A lot of opinion.
a lot of opinions. And I think she's handled a lot of this stuff with grace. And, I try to do the same.
Rumors of a Jimmy Fallon-Ariana Grande affair began when a TikToker claimed that an anonymous source had tipped her off that a famous singer was seeing a talk show host while already engaged to a comedian. The TikToker didn't mention any names in the video, but fans believed they were talking about Grande, as she'd shown up to The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon 4 times while she was engaged to Pete Davidson. In its write-up of the video, Distractify noted that Grande appeared on Fallon's show without having any significant material to promote, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In August 2018, Grande went on the talk show ahead of her performance at the MTV VMAs. Grande was also nominated for awards in 5 categories, so it made sense for her to have an interview to boost her online fan voting numbers. A few months later, she also went on to promote her single, Imagine. So this particular rumor is a bit more far-fetched, and neither Fallon nor Grande has commented on it. In fact, Fallon had been married for over 10 years at that point, and had made an anniversary post with his wife the December before all those appearances. In 2016, Beyoncé unexpectedly dropped her critically acclaimed album, Lemonade. Almost instantly, the track Sorry stirred up some buzz, thanks to its line about an unfaithful man's involvement with a woman known as Becky with the good hair. It didn't take a detective to assume that this was a reference to her husband Jay-Z's cheating. He even confessed it to the New York Times, but Becky with the good hair's identity was a bit more of a mystery. One of the suspects was Rachel Roy, who previously worked at Jay-Z and Damon Dash's clothing company, Rockaware. She ignited the rumors of an affair with Jay-Z when she posted a since-deleted picture on Instagram with the caption, "Good hair, don't care, but we will take good lighting for selfies or self-truths, always." Roy later apologized for the post in People magazine and denied her rumored romance with Jay-Z. Even so, back in 2014, Hollywood Life alleged that Jay-Z's involvement with Roy was the reason Beyoncé's sister, Solange, had attacked him in an elevator.
In my mind, Beyonce didn't get in the middle because Solange was probably attacking him over something that he knows he was dead wrong about.
Somehow, celebrity chef Rachel Ray got caught in the crossfire when Beyoncé fans mistook her for Roy. Ray responded by posting a picture of jars of lemonade on Instagram. When Yahoo News asked her about the scandal in a 2018 interview, she responded, "I do not spend my time gossiping about people, because if I don't sleep with you, and if I'm not related to you, then I truly don't care how you live your life." Singer Rita Ora was also rumored to be Becky with the good hair, but she has since denied those claims. Charles Barkley has been married since 1989, but since he's a celebrity, that has done very little to quell affair rumors. 4 years after his wedding, allegations that Barkley was seeing Madonna came out, and he wasn't the only person they hurt. Speaking with the Chicago Tribune, Barkley claimed the stress the rumors caused his family may have actually given his mother-in-law a heart attack. Unfortunately, Madonna didn't exactly help the situation when she gushed over Barkley in a joint interview with Rosie O'Donnell for Mademoiselle. When she was asked whether she would rather have a baby with Barkley, Damon Wayans, or actor Denzel Washington, she picked Barkley without a second's hesitation, saying, "Charles Barkley is God, Denzel Washington is married, and you know what? I think Charles is probably married. See, all the good ones are taken, but that doesn't mean they can't father your children." Over the years, Barkley has continued denying their relationship. He told the Dan Patrick Show that he and Madonna only ever crossed paths once when their mutual friend, Arsenio Hall, said she was looking for a dinner recommendation.
"I took her to dinner. She was fabulous. That's the only time we met in our life."
First Lady Melania Trump caused quite a stir when a picture of her and former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau went viral in August 2019. The snap shows the pair looking a little too cozy, while Melania stares directly into Trudeau's eyes with her lips pursed. What made the photo even more stirring was that they were next to President Trump, French President Emmanuel Macron, and his wife, Brigitte. There isn't much credence to these rumors, as other photos from the gathering show Brigitte planting a kiss on Donald's left cheek at Emmanuel's request. However, that didn't stop social media users from making light of the situation. As one person tweeted, "Everyone should find someone who looks at them the way Melania looks at Justin Trudeau." Some have theorized that Melania's interaction with Trudeau may have been the cause of Donald's strained relationship with Canada and the heavy tariffs he's imposed on his neighbor to the north. But even if that's true, it's almost certainly not the only factor that's complicating the first couple's relationship. Before Donald's second term as president, an unnamed insider told the National Enquirer, very simply put, Donald is with Melania because her presence could help him win the presidency again. She provides a living, breathing defense against claims he's a serial cheater and sexual predator, but sometimes life in Trump world is too much, even for her. Power couple David and Victoria Beckham were the subjects of a major scandal in April 2004 when News of the World alleged that the soccer star had an affair with his former assistant, Rebecca Loos. The affair reportedly occurred over 3 months in 2003, but David denied it completely. Victoria discussed how the accusations took a toll on their marriage in the Netflix documentary Beckham.
It was the hardest period for us because it felt like the world was against us. And here's the thing, we were against each other.
Loos later claimed that she and David developed a rapport after he moved to Real Madrid. Speaking with 60 Minutes, she described how they first got intimate when he invited her to his hotel room after a night out. She said that Beckham's natural charisma is what convinced her to go through with it.
It's just the look in his eyes and the way he looks at you.
Loos also claimed that David had more than one affair. After Beckham came out, she accused him of being intimate with a model when they attended a party at Brazilian soccer star Ronaldo's house. And while watching that go down definitely hurt, Loos recalled to the Daily Mail, "He had me, he had his claws into me, and I was at his beck and call." After golfer Rory McIlroy competed at the Wells Fargo Championship in Quail Hollow, North Carolina, his post-game interview seriously raised some eyebrows, and we can't exactly blame the public for noticing the chemistry he had with journalist Amanda Balionis. Not long after, McIlroy filed for divorce from Erica Stoll, his wife of 8 years. Apparently, things were not all right in paradise for the couple, as a source told Us Weekly. The point of contention in Rory's marriage with Erica was that Erica was lonely in their marriage. Rory was a hard person to be married to, but there were earlier signs that both McIlroy and Balionis' marriages were already on the rocks. In February 2024, Balionis caught some attention when fans noticed she wasn't wearing her wedding ring, despite being married to former Baltimore Raven Bryn Renner. A few months later, the McIlroys were noticeably absent from the 2024 Masters Par 3 contest, but these particular rumors got squashed when McIlroy's petition for divorce turned out to be temporary. While he did discuss the difficulties of maintaining a marriage in the public eye on the Netflix docuseries Full Swing, he and Stoll are still married as of early 2025. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards and her husband, Mauricio Umansky, split in May 2023 after 27 years together. Following their separation, Richards subtly rebranded her Instagram account by removing the title wife and the Umansky family name from her bio. Both Richards and Umansky are said to have cheated while married, but none of those rumors are confirmed. In the trailer of season 14 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, fellow Real Housewife Garcelle Beauvais accused Richards of sneaking around with Dorit Kemsley's husband, Paul.
Kyle told me PK texts her.
Richards quickly dismissed these allegations while speaking with E! News. She said, "Of course, after being friends for 10 years, I have text messages with PK, but they were referring to DMs of memes, which we've always done. We send each other back and forth memes. Even if Dorit and I had issues before, PK always stays out of it." But in a January 2025 episode of Real Housewives, Sutton Strack unexpectedly mentioned that someone in Richards' marriage had cheated. And while Richards said on the after show that Strack later stated she didn't know why she even brought that up, Richards was pretty sure her co-star knew exactly what she was doing.